Salesforce is going GPT. They did this last week.
Well, as you know that Microsoft, when it announced initially its Dynamics, GPT for Dynamics 365, it also announced that Salesforce is going to be able to utilize OpenAI, advanced AI models out of the box. So that's kind of why you ended up with Salesforce GPT. This is using OpenAI. So this is using the same platform and technology that you're hearing about from Microsoft. So they're calling it Einstein GPT, and they're saying it's the world's first generative AI CRM technology, delivering AI created content across sales, service, marketing, commerce, and IT interaction at hyperscale. Microsoft would contest that to be accurate, but I think that maybe the way they wrote the claim to say sales, service, marketing, commerce, and IT, they maybe had found a loophole that made it an accurate statement. But nonetheless, this is sort of the difference between an arms race, Pat, in marketing and an arms race in technology. In the end, the best technology with the best marketing will win. So, right, there you go. There you have it. But really what you've got going on with Einstein GPT is that Salesforce has its own proprietary models. And of course, using OpenAI, combining it, this is where it starts to get really interesting, Pat, when we talked about things like where does proprietary data play a role? So this is one of those great examples of a system of record providing deep customer insights that are proprietary to a single organization that has things like meeting data, interactions, recordings from Zoom calls or Teams meetings. And being able to utilize all that data together to do something like draft a sales email and a proposal and get a proposal put together quickly. This is really interesting. As you and I both know, running companies, response rate and time and speed to response is super important to our customers. Being able to ingest from a meeting what a customer's request might be for more information, say an RFI or an RFQ comes in, be able to ingest that from a meeting or from an email, understand what's being desired, pull from a pricing index or a pricing model that lives inside of your CRM, generate a quote, write up an email, and then send that email, takes a lot of time off the plate of the salesperson and provides a lot of productivity and efficiency inside of an organization. And so this is really where I think the integration from kind of using the open internet for things like GPT, which is what most of us so far have experienced, is starting to incorporate the proprietary and unique data becomes really interesting. Salesforce is the most utilized cloud-based CRM on the planet. It has a large user base, lots of data. It has lots of workflows and processes. And you start to look at how ML, AI, generative can enable a salesperson or a service worker to be more efficient in responding, how e-commerce could move faster, how proposals, quotations, execution, delivery can be monitored, managed, and automated. You start to see a lot of deflationary value here, Pat. So I think this is early days. I think Salesforce, this is a great example of a company that had some progress. It's been doing the Einstein thing for a while, tying it together, starting to help people visualize it, and of course, taking advantage of its leading market position becomes opportunistic for Salesforce. I also think it's really early days. So I'd like to see a little bit more. I want to kind of watch the workflows, the quality of the interactions it creates, kind of understanding the data sets that it's leveraging outside of the OpenAI and what kind of lives inside of the proprietary Salesforce models. But Pat, I don't know about you, but if our sales team could have a meeting and that meeting automatically enable the generation of a list of requirements, create a proposal, draft up an email, and send it, I'm in, man. I am in. And like I said, Salesforce won't be the only company to do it, but this is where it's going. And there's a lot to like about that.
Yeah, CRM is just in a CRM, CX, marketing, sales. I mean, think about, I read about a study in the Wall Street Journal that talked about how low the quality of service has become and how pissed off consumers are. And, if you can, and, we all know the frustration of sitting on a call, or trying to chat with a really bad chat bot that really doesn't know much about anything. So maybe this leads to less handoffs and things like that.